What is going on YouTube? Hit back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Honestly, guys, today was the day that I was waiting for. As you guys know, today is Monday, and at the time that I'm recording this, we have about a half hour left until the S&P 500 decides to open, and we ultimately get to see the direction this market wants to move to. It'd be very interesting to see it just kind of not move at all throughout the day and just trade sideways. So there's a big chance we will get the direction of the S&P 100 movement, whether that's below our bottom support here at 4286 or above our resistance that's been acting as a problem downtrend since I'd say the beginning of this year, of 2022, since January here. So there's a small chance, a very small chance, markets are going to just kind of trade like this. It's still possible, and then we'll have to wait for another day, but there's really not much room left within this little descending triangle that it's creating here. So more so, we're looking for closure below or closure above here to basically signal to us, is it time to buy in? If we see a pretty solid closure above here, and then the following day we see a solid closure above here, I'll probably put more of my investment into this because there is a bigger, anticipation of markets to continue to rally up. So I would like to just say, okay, this is probably the bottom. I'll buy in for right now. But if we see the prices dip us below this support here and we start to close here, then I would have expectations of it falling even lower, and I'll hold off on buying it until I think there's a bottom. With that being said, guys, look no further. I think maybe today, if not tomorrow, we might get that answer that we're looking for. And this is why I've been waiting patiently for Monday or today, because not only does the S&P open, but you can see on XRP's daily charts here, we're forming a massive symmetrical triangle, which comes to completion maybe today, if not 9th, maybe 10th if we want to stretch that. And you guys can see with this symmetrical triangle here, we're looking for closure above or below our support or resistance, which would give us key buying opportunities to buy in. So guys, more information about this will be later on in today's video when, the next time to buy in is what's the plan. But here's the trade that we've been looking for. Very excited to make this trade with you guys. So definitely stay tuned for today's video. You can see all the other cryptos are consolidating. Remember, guys, we are still doing our XRP crypto coin display giveaway. As you can see here, it has a value of $130 that you can win completely free that I will ship to you. And all you have to do to enter this giveaway is comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribed. Do those two things, as I will be checking, and if you're not subscribed, you won't win. Drawing will be this Sunday, so stay tuned for that video. But literally just comment subscribed and comment your favorite crypto, so I know you want to win one of these, and we'll be doing the drawing very soon. With this all being said, guys, today's video is brought to us by METABLOQS, which is super cool. Basically, it's a virtual world that democratizes the way networks collaborate, learn, and play. Super cool. This is actually a really unique sort of metaverse decentralized game here, or just land in that sense, and it's very cool. There's a lot of information, probably one of the better projects I've seen that take place in the metaverse. Really cool, the amount of work they put into this. Totally transparent team, which is not something you see every day. So if you guys want to check out what could be the next metaverse possibility, you can see the graphics are incredible here. Definitely make sure to stick around to the end of today's video, where we will be going in depth about them. With that all being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, first things first, a quick refresh of the market show. We're not moving at all, which is expected and anticipated. Markets are pretty much consolidating. Nothing's really up or down more than a percentage here, trading about 0.31 to the upside, 0.87 to the downside. That's pretty much how every crypto, maybe besides XRP, which is up 1.4, everything is pretty much just kind of flatlined out here. And you guys can see that with XRP here. So this is why I've been waiting for Monday, today specifically. The past couple of days, we really haven't seen much movement. Bitcoin and Ethereum have become fairly difficult to trade on. If you entered a trade here back on March 2nd, when we did get rejected from this moving average with a short position, like we've said, then you would be in a pretty good position right now in case the markets did decide to dip higher if you put a stop loss pretty tight right now. So that means if you've already bought into Bitcoin and you have profits already, you're in a good position in the off chance that we do decide to dip lower. But for those, and including me, that are conservative traders and are ready to buy in or are waiting for the next opportunity, I feel like today, or this week at least, should reveal itself, specifically the S&P, when it does decide to open in about a half hour from the time of recording this video. It should help us kind of get a clear direction of which direction we're going to moving to. At least that's the plan here. We have not much time left to decide. We have a bearish cross here. There's a lot of things signaling a potential dip. That's what we're all anticipating right now. But, if we decide to break through it, then we'll, switch our course and start to, trade at a more bullish perspective here. But everything kind of comes down to how this is going to trade out, whether that's today or, the next few days. We'll find that that answer very soon, and that will ultimately affect the time to buy into XRP and these other cryptos. XRP is forming also a big symmetrical triangle, which is pretty exciting. I'm glad we found this on the daily here. You can see there is a downtrend where we were rejected off moving averages, and we do have this uptrend here, which is creating higher lows. We also have lower highs, which comes to a point here where we have to decide which direction are we going to be moving to. Now you can see very clearly this is an easy, technical indicator chart with patterns that are very easy to trade on, because you can see how beautiful this downtrend is. Notice the price has never been able to close the daily charts above here since, I'd say, the start, February 8th. And look at the bottom support here. We've never been able to close below this bottom support here, just basically signaling, hey, if we decide to close the daily above here, we close at 77 cents, we know to buy in long with anticipations of, 81 cents might be that resistance, or maybe we'll go higher. Obviously, we'll move our stop losses up. Or, hey, if we break through our support at 71 cents and we close at 69, we'll know we have a really good chance of falling to 59 cents, which opens up huge opportunities to buy in. So there is a big trade coming for XRP specifically. You can see this is also one on Chibo, which we'll talk about later today. But if you go to main over here and you go back to XRP, there is that same uptrend, downtrend that's forming. On Bityard's XRP, this is the support, this is the resistance, and you can see it pretty much ends like today, maybe tomorrow, the latest here, and we'll have that decision very, very, very soon. What I plan on doing is obviously opening up a market trade. You can see if I just go to the live account, opening up market, typing in the amount of leverage I want, let's say 10x, then typing in the amount of money that I want to put up for leverage. If we close the daily today above this and above these moving averages here, I'll buy in long. If we decide to dip through this bottom support, which you can see has had a very hard time doing that, then I'll put a short position in and we'll short it to the downside here. Now you'll notice here in the XRP chart, we never actually closed below this support. This was a major wick, but on Bityard, you can see it was actually a closure here, which is interesting. So that's why you do have to spend a little bit of time looking at the Bityard charts too, because they are slightly different and they are a different market. Typically, they are very much so and obviously correlated and pretty much do the same exact thing. But sometimes we have these flukes where there are some anomalies here to pay attention to. But otherwise, guys, it's that simple. If we see this close us above on the daily today, we buy in for a long. If we close below, we buy in for a short. Very simple. I'm glad we finally have something to trade in on. This is probably a moderate to beginner trade. Very easy to do. Textbook symmetrical triangle. Once we have the confirmation of which direction we close above or below, we'll know when to buy in or when to sell. And you can see the mouth of the opening gives us quite a lot of potential to see that swing. So if we were to be breaking bullish, we'd probably see a swing up to, at its height, 94 cents, maybe between 92 and 94 cents. And a break to the downside could easily swing us to where I think 59 cents support would be, but it could easily swing us down to 49 cents, 50 cents to be exact here. So we do have to spend a lot of time focusing on this. I think it's very much so correlated with the S&P. We'll find out that answer very soon. Ethereum and Bitcoin have been more so trending sideways. Yes, we had this big run, retest of this top resistance here and a short, but we've been trending sideways for quite some time now, just waiting for that volume to give us the direction that we need to. Like I've said before, if you're in this Bitcoin trade from the short position that you've had here, keep your eyes peeled on Bitcoin, because there's a chance we could swing up and you could get stopped out, but there's also a big chance we could continue the run to the downside here, which also opens up doors to whether or not you want to buy into Bitcoin. But right now, my focus would be on buying into XRP specifically. Same thing with Ethereum here, trending sideways, very similar charts to what happened with Bitcoin. Ethereum is doing bottom support being retested, lots of days of consolidation here. If we get the decision from S&P and XRP, then we should see Ethereum do the same movement as well. Lots of room to the upside, but also lots of room to the downside here, closer to 1850. So definitely pay attention to that. With that being said, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I do want to talk more about METABLOQS with you, though. I want to give a huge shout out to METABLOQS for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So, guys, METABLOQS is an exciting new trusted metaverse where users can connect with thousands of other people, indulge in gaming activities, as well as learn new things, and all the while monetizing their experience running on the XFin blockchain. Now, as the world is changing into a digital world, METABLOQS is building an economy where trust and communication are no longer taking a back seat. Now, the advanced algorithm boosts social engagement and recognition and provides token incentives for people to build authentic and trustworthy connections. Now, for example, it even turns the most famous and fundamental social feature, likes, into tokens. And this turn trust into tokens is a very creative way to build communities through social commerce. Now, the concept of land ownership and building of residential communities is as old as human civilization itself, and why should the digital world stay aloof? Now, meta cities like Paris are being developed on METABLOQS, where users can actually invest in real estate and buildings, and you can even rent the Eiffel Tower for a day. Now, the first 5,000 registered METABLOQS citizens would actually be rewarded with 1 NFT land and 1 rare good to kickstart their immersive experience. There are, however, a few restrictions depending on your country, so definitely make sure to check to see if one of those apply to you. Now, land, VIP access, cars, and more could be received, and you would just need to provide your email address and wallet. And in addition, they give out rewards in XDC tokens as they use the Exton blockchain. Now, Exton is supporting METABLOQS, and they are cooperating together to make the metaverse a success. And it's also not just real estate. Users can actually invest in other digital assets like avatars, cars, services, and assets with educational and collectible value. Now, popular sports like football, poker, and bowling can actually be played on the blockchain. And as the reports by Masoet, the number of unique wallets that interact with game-related smart contracts per day increased to $1.3 million last year. Now, this is a 46-fold growth over the 28,000 wallets daily recorded, and this evidently shows the GameFi is soaring, and METABLOQS is providing just the right avenue to learn, play, and even earn. Now, gaming platforms are also early examples of what can actually happen in the metaverse, and the increased interest in the metaverse is also among the reasons Microsoft paid $69 billion to acquire Activision's Blizzard gaming company. Now, the fun part is not just limiting to games and social interactions, but users can also organize events including birthday parties, startup pitches, conferences, live shows, auctions of NFTs, fairs, exhibitions, concerts, and more. And taking diversity into educational opportunities into account, METABLOQS has also pioneered a learn-to-earn model that incentivizes students to avail of top-notch education in an engaging manner. So guys, for more information about METABLOQS, definitely make sure to check out the links in the description of today's video. Once again, huge shout out to METABLOQS for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.